If your baby is over the age of 12 weeks old and still having nighttime feeds, this video is for you. I'm Anne, founder of the Full Feedings Method, the only no cry it out approach to infant and toddler sleep. And today I am going to share with you a concept that I call milk management, which is the key to naturally stopping those nighttime feeds without having to sleep train, do anything drastic, or cry it out. You've probably heard people say, just drop those nighttime feeds. But instead of dropping them, we want to move them. The calories that your baby is drinking at night, they don't just disappear. They need to go somewhere in the day. This is why I call it milk management. We are managing your baby's milk from birth. From birth, we need to feed babies around the clock because they physically can't consume the calories they need in the daytime alone. But as they grow each week, their stomachs grow too. So if we are able to establish full feedings and age appropriately maintain full feedings, this is how we naturally meet their caloric needs during the daytime hours and naturally eliminate nighttime feeds. Let me show you. Let's look at infant feeding from birth until 8 weeks old, week by week. This is just an example. Every baby is different, but I am here to just show you how, as you work to keep your baby age appropriately full, how you'll naturally quote unquote drop those nighttime feeds, but we're actually just moving the milk around. So if you look from birth to 1 week old, you're maybe having 12 feeds in 24 hours. That is a lot, but it's just an example. By 1 to 2 weeks, you're down to 3 nighttime feeds. By 2 to 3 weeks old, you're really down to 2 nighttime feeds and a dream feed. A dream feed is so important in making consistent nighttime sleep happen because it really gives you another feed during the day where you can move this milk from the nighttime. But as you can see, by 3 to 4 weeks old, we'd have 9 feeds in 24 hours. If each of those feeds was 3 ounces, we'd be having 27 ounces of milk. It does increase pretty quickly from birth. So just keep that in mind. And in this example, baby is having 21 ounces in the daytime and 6 ounces at night. If we look then from 4 to 5 weeks, we see that it increases to 3.5 ounces. Daytime intake goes up, nighttime intake goes up. And then somewhere in that 5th to 6th week is where we start to see the feeds consolidate at night. So now we are usually down to 1 middle of the night feed where they're only having 4 ounces because in the daytime, if you're getting those 7 daytime feeds, which does include a dream feed, you're getting about 28 ounces during the day, and this is how we naturally start to progress and get rid of those nighttime ounces. And then, as you can see, 6 to 7 weeks old, 4.5 ounces per feed. That late evening feed moves a little bit in weeks 5, 6, 7, 8 to 11 p.m. to kind of help get you down to 1 middle of the night feed. You'll see the middle of the night feed slowly start to extend. And then as baby is 7 to 8 weeks old and can consume, let's say 5 ounces per feed, you see how then they're able to take those ounces, 35 plus ounces in the daytime, and then there's no need to feed at night. One of the biggest mistakes that we see parents make when it comes to sleep is not paying attention to milk management. Your baby gets bigger every single week. You have to increase their milk intake, breast or bottle. For breastfeeding, we just keep their time of their feed up, 30 minutes including burp time as long as it's not excessive. They become a little bit more efficient each week. They can pull more milk. This is how we increase. For bottle-fed babies, we also use 30 minutes as our measure of full, but when they start to take their normal amount of milk in a quicker amount of time, you'll know that it's time to increase their intake slightly. We just recommend 0.5 ounces per feed, as you could see in the slides that I just showed you, that's how we're slightly increasing. If you do this, and you manage your baby's milk age appropriately and increase as you go, you will naturally move the milk that they need at night from birth to the daytime. This will support their circadian rhythm and you will be sleeping. But milk management isn't the only ingredient in infant and toddler sleep. We also want to be mindful of when your baby is eating during the day and how much, when they're sleeping, and for how long they're sleeping. These other ingredients are crucial in achieving consistent nighttime sleep without ever having to sleep train or cry it out. This is where the full feedings method comes in. It gives you a clear, gentle, and flexible roadmap for your baby's age appropriate feeding and sleep that will lead you to consistent nighttime sleep. We have options for email support, phone support. Me and my amazing team of moms will help guide you towards gentle, consistent nighttime sleep without ever having to sleep train, cry it out, or compromise your baby in any way. So, if your baby is over the age of 12 weeks old and still having nighttime feeds, it's time to focus on milk management and a balanced daytime routine via the full feedings method. Click below to learn more, like and subscribe for more content, and let us help you get consistent nighttime sleep for your family.